Hey everybody and welcome to Chairman of the Board. Today I'm taking a look at Magic Maze, which is a cooperative real-time game, and it was actually a Spiel des Jahres nomination from 2017, so it got a lot of acclaim. It did very, very well. Now the idea of the game is that you are these different fantasy characters who are trying to find their weapons inside this shopping mall. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but that's the theme of the game. Basically, as I said, it's cooperative, so everybody is working together, and the cool twist on this is that everybody's player pieces on the board are controlled by everybody, because everybody is kind of nominated their own direction in which they can move these pawns. And because it's real time, there's no kind of turns, there's no phases or anything like that. Everything is happening in real time all at once, and you've got to navigate this shopping mall, find your weapons and get out of there before those hourglass or these sand timers run out. It's a very tense game, very hectic, very frustrating, but in a good way. Just a lot of fun with this one. As I said, everybody's got their own direction they can move. So say, for example, it was a 4-player game, I might be able to move it north, someone else might be able to move it south, and then east and west. And the cool thing is that you cannot talk to each other whatsoever in this game, so it has to be done in complete silence. So you've got to kind of trust that each player knows what they're doing, and basically, yeah, just give your kind of fate into the hands of the other players as well. And the cool thing is, if you feel like someone is not doing what you want them to do, there's this giant red pawn that you can just kind of slam in front of somebody just to remind them that, you know, I'm waiting on you to do something. And that kind of real tense frustration runs throughout this game. You just get very frustrated with people not doing what you want them to do, and they have no idea what you want them to do because you can't talk, and it just creates a lot of laughs. The game starts from a very, very kind of basic map, and gets more and more advanced as more and more rules are thrown into the game, which kind of really does amp up the difficulty. That's a really nice kind of tempo to it, and once you do kind of get better and better at this, you do have that feeling of accomplishment, and you know, you can get really good at it if you kind of work together a lot. I said I love the kind of scaling of difficulty on this. You know, starts from very simple to very, very difficult. So you're not going to find this too easy, no matter how good you are at kind of board games, because again, you're so dependent on other people. It's purely cooperative, and yeah, I really, really like that. I love the idea of not being able to talk to each other. There's these different kind of checkpoints you can go to, which kind of reset the sand timers and let you talk for a little bit, so you can strategize and stuff like that. They really have done a really good job of making this game. It feels very, very unique. Nothing else really like it. There are other cooperative real-time games such as Escape the Curse of the Temple, which is another very, very popular one, but this one I think is even better than that. And that is a game I really enjoy. But this one, yeah, it's just better, it's quicker. You can kind of go into it and just play a couple of rounds and leave it, and it only takes like, you know, a few minutes to go. So it's very, very nice time investment. Said you can just save it and carry on later, and it's just, yeah, very, very cool, fun game that's very, very family appropriate. You can play this with anybody. Very little rules overhead, and you know, even when the rules do start coming into it, they are kind of drip fed to you, so it's not overwhelming whatsoever. Replayability wise, you know, you're drawing. It's obviously a modular board, and you're drawing tiles from the top of the deck. So every time the shopping mall is going to have a very different layout. It can be quite confusing at times, as you think you can find kind of routes out going a certain way, but then you find out it's a dead end. So you kind of have to backtrack on yourself again by using everybody's skills. Yeah, so the player interaction is very, very good in this. I just love the way everyone is so kind of has their own responsibility. And not only are you given the direction, you're giving other things as well, such as teleporting to these certain spots, and only certain people can go up the escalators and stuff like that. So they're very, very cool. Very, 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 very interesting mechanics. Aesthetically, a nice, clean design with kind of like, it has that kind of like Where's Wally feel to it, where you know, the more you look at the board, you can see little things going on, but ultimately the functionality of the game is not affected by the artwork at all, but it still looks very, very nice. So I like the clean aesthetic of it, and the components are a very good quality as well. Very, very clean, crisp kind of look to the game, and I really, really like that. I said the theme is a bit funny, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I don't really care. And you know, the setup time is fine as well. I think it's just like the more the kind of difficulty escalates in the game, you just throw more tiles into that stack, and so on. So yeah, overall this is a game I can really see why this did really well. I can see why it's a Spiel des Jahres nominee. It's really original, really fun, guaranteed a good time. Plays very, very succinctly. Just as I said, just good family fun. And yeah, one that I really enjoy playing and I'd never turn down a game. So that's Magic Maze, one that I recommend, a very good game. So that concludes this episode of Chairman of the Board. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos too. For everyone else, I'll see you next time.